Hey everyone, I'm Izzy and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this week's video we're going to be talking about how you can use a weekly review in order to help organise your life. Weekly reviews are extremely useful to help you evaluate how your week went and how you can make the next week even better. I normally do my weekly reviews on a Sunday evening, but pick a time that is best for you. I keep the process of my weekly review in my bullet journal, but feel free to write it wherever you want or just write it electronically. It's completely up to you. In order to start your weekly review, you want to put on some relaxing music and you're going to get your motivational notebook out. The first thing that you're going to do is ask yourself what you need to do. And we're going to create a to-do list of everything that you need to do today or this week. So this could be anything from university work or household jobs or catching up with friends and family. Absolutely anything that needs to happen in this next week or today. Just get it all out of your head and get it on paper. So I've just written my to-do list for today and it's not that long. Normally they're a lot longer than that. But this just helps get everything you've been worrying about for the past week out of your head and onto paper, and then we can start to sort them out. Next we're going to sort out our to-dos, and the way that I like to do this is by take 3 highlighters, one for the colour of now, one for today and one for later this week. So with the ones that you're going to do now, highlight. So with the ones that you've highlighted now, we're going to do these jobs now. These jobs shouldn't last more than 5 minutes. So these could be things like washing the dishes, hoovering, tidying up your desk. These are all household ones, but they could just be sending an email to a friend. And the ones which are today, use your Google Calendar, whatever you use to organise your life, get them scheduled so you know that you are going to do them today. If you want more information about Google Calendar, I made a video about how it can be used to organise your life, so I'll leave a link up above and down below if you want to check that out. Once you have scheduled your to-dos and done your quick jobs, you now want to do a calendar check-in. So you're going to check that everything is still correct for the following week. If you're meeting any friends, send them a quick message just to double check that that's still happening. And for me, for university, I like to, if I've got any breaks in between university, I like to write in like free periods. So it just means that I can add in my jobs for that session later on during the week. Now that you have prepared for the week ahead, we are going to think back to this past week. What were your weekly wins? This could be anything from drinking enough water to running a marathon, absolutely anything. Anything that you're pleased about in the past week, get these written down. So when I start writing my weekly wins, I like to look back using my Google Calendar of things that I've done this week, because sometimes it's quite hard to remember everything you've done in the past week. So if you use my Google Calendar, it just means I know what I've done, what I've achieved well in. So this week really hasn't been an exciting week for me. Because I was ill at the start of this week, it meant that I wasn't really as productive as I usually was, and I missed out on a lot of my exercise and uni work as a result. But by the end of the week I was feeling a lot better and I managed to go to uni, so I'm quite proud of myself for that. So even though this week wasn't the best for me, you can still write down anything that you've achieved. Next up, you need to ask yourself what's not working, and then write a list of things that aren't working in your life. Again, this could be absolutely anything, such as you're not getting enough fresh air, or you haven't stayed on top of something. So let's get these things written down as to what's not working. Now you're going to think of a solution to those problems. There's always a solution to the problem. I've just written my list of the things that I feel like aren't working in my life, and they were the fact that I missed placement because I was ill, and I dealt with that by emailing the class teacher. I'm just waiting for her to reply. And I also feel like I'm falling a bit behind with uni work. That's again because I've been ill. So I've just said as a solution that I will schedule time to catch up on the uni work before I bring in any new content. Next up, we're going to write a list of what are you avoiding. There's always something that you're avoiding in your life, so what is it? I could only think of one thing that I was avoiding doing this week, and that was doing some exercise. And I put down I'm avoiding going for a run. So I think I'm going to stick on a YouTube video and do some exercises before I go to sleep tonight. Next, we are going to tidy your room. Now, I live in a shared flat, so my room is the one place that needs to stay tidy all the time, because if it isn't tidy, then I get very, very stressed out. So we're going to put on a 10-minute timer, and I'm going to tidy as much as my room as I possibly can. On a similar note to tidying our room, we're now going to do the hoovering, going to do your laundry, and I'm going to take the bins out. These are two jobs that I always do at the weekend. Just means that the flat feels a lot tidier. Once you've hoovered, you realise how much dirt is on the floor. And do your clothes washing because it's important. Just do it. So I've just finished tidying my room, I've hoovered it now, and I've also hoovered the hallways as well because they were getting a bit disgusting. Next, you're going to review your weekly expenses. So quite often I'll have a spread in my bullet journal where I will write down each week and how much money I spent on each different category. So I haven't actually created a budget for February, just because January I had a lot more money left over to spend, so I sort of I don't need to this month. We're then going to review your monthly goals, and we're going to look back at your month's goals to see if you've achieved any of them, and then if you have, just tick them off, and that makes you feel so good. I normally write my goals in this sort of format where I can simply tick them off as I go, and they were my goals for January. We're going to prepare for the next day. So for me, if I have any slideshows for university, I'm going to get them printed off and I'm going to get them put in my bag for the next day. I need to make my lunch for the next day. I'm going to get that made, and I'm going to get my pencil case and my pens and my files all in my bag ready for Monday morning. As I was tidying my room, I sorted out my bag down there. It's got my folder in, and it's got all the slideshows in for this coming week, and my pencil case and everything that I'm going to need at uni tomorrow. Finally, I used to do this in the middle of my weekly review, but then I found I kept getting interrupted whilst I was trying to sit back and think about my week. So the final thing that you want to do is to have a friend update. So if you haven't seen your friends in a while or haven't spoken to them in a while, this is the perfect opportunity. Just send them a message to ask them how they are. How's university going? How's their job going? So this is the perfect time to send them a message, check that they're okay, and maybe arrange a meetup with them. Thank you so much for watching this video. Sorry that it was a little bit longer than my usual videos, but I hope this has really helped you gain an understanding of how you can use a weekly review in order to reset your week. And if you've tried this method out, please let me know how it goes. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more organisational videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.